global breakthrough energy movement brings you the very well-known Mr. Richard Dolan.
Thank you. Thanks so very much. What a pleasure to be here. The first thing I want to do is just bring up the fact that we have a U.S. government shutdown going right now. And that means that the government is shut down for some things, but certainly not for other things. It's certainly not shut down for DARPA, which has its own source of funding. I'm sure some of it subterranean black budget type funding. DARPA representatives have said very diplomatically, we have our other sources that are independent of formal US government funds, and I'm sure they do. I'm sure DARPA does. One of the things that the government shutdown will not affect is DARPA research into creating a Terminator type of scenario, just like a friendly Terminator kind of thing to make our lives much more pleasant. I want to show you a couple of the things that they're working on, and there's a reason I want to do this. This is a clip of something that they call the cheetah. And if you can see this, there's supposed to be sound here, if you can get that going. This thing gets up to about 28, 29 miles per hour. Don't think you can outrun it. You can't. It's pretty impressive. And if that doesn't frighten you enough, then take a look at this fellow. He's coming to get you. Pretty nifty. They have things that we really don't have. Do you think some smart fellow or a smart lady somewhere in the world is going to come up with a 3D device that will be Overunity? They'll put up a 3D design of an Overunity device. Yeah, I think so. Hell yes, I think so. Are they all going to work? Probably not. Will some of them work? Hey, let's find out. What we're looking at, this is like the Pirate Bay marries the world of manufacturing. I mean, really. All right, remember with Napster, people file sharing and downloading music, and they weren't supposed to do it, and Metallica got really pissed off. But guess what? You can't stop it. You can't stop it. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. So what's going to happen, I guarantee this. Some smart person on their own is going to come up with something that's probably classified right now. So do you think they're not going to upload it for that reason? No, I think they will certainly upload it. And they may not even care about getting profit off of it. They don't give a shit. They'll just upload it. And then you and other people will download it. And you're going to make it. There are also threats. I say that I'm an idealist, but I'm not a utopian. And I'm not a utopian. We have to look at this with a cold eye, with an objective eye. The world of 3D printing combined with some other developments like advanced computing, perhaps even approaching singularity, perhaps advances in nanotech. Who knows what the capability will be to create newer and better weapons. If you have access to zero-point energy, let's say that there's a tremendous amount of energy that's available there. Many people say there is. So if you have access to that, could you blow up the Atlantic Ocean? You know, maybe you won't. But there are always assholes in this world. So there are going to be people who will try to do it. Until we all shed this mortal coil and ascend into a higher density or whatever, we're going to be human beings, and we're not all going to be trusted, and so that's a concern. And I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, but that's a concern. And you know, just the idea of giving humans a little more energy, or a lot more energy, is not always the thing that I think is the best idea. I mean, we got a lot more energy with oil, and it allowed us to crawl over the earth like termites, gobbling everything up. Not just polluting, but just like eating all the fish in the ocean and all the other things that we do. So we have to be careful to think that, oh yeah, more energy will solve all of our problems. I think we have to be mindful of the other sides of this. And then, you know, just a practical problem will be the confrontation that people will have with the hierarchical system that's in place, whether it's the breakaway civilization, black budget world, the financial elites, whatever they are. They are not going to take this lying down. They're going to fight. This is for their own survival. So will that result in a global fascist state that is imposed? Again, I don't know. But these are things that I think about. So all of these are issues. And we have to be grown up here and realize that it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of tenacity for us to toe the line and do the right thing and navigate our way through this. And again, I don't have every answer. I'm just about done. We're going to finish this on time. Are we on time? Okay. The last thought I want to leave you with here is that this energy, this breakthrough energy that we're all here concerned with, is one, not the only. It's one of many pivotal issues that we're facing right now in this generation, in this time. All right? I think what we're going to see is a perfect storm develop. That is, a multitude of issues are going to come to a head. One of them will be energy. One of them will be exposure of cover-ups and crimes. One of them will be the UFO phenomenon, which I wrote about at length in one book called AD After Disclosure, where I really try to envision a world in which the UFO cover-up does end. How might it end, I ask? And what after that? How would it change, transform, rock our world? The answer that I came to, I co-wrote this book, was that it will utterly transform our world in ways that I think it's almost difficult for us to imagine, and I tried. But scientifically, in terms of culture, in terms of politics, geopolitics, spirituality, everything, it's transformative. And I think that's on the way. And then, of course, things coming to a head in terms of advanced computing and perhaps the advent of what we might call the singularity. I think that is a real possibility. All of this is happening within the next generation. Most of us are going to be here to see it. It's going to be a very, very wild ride. It may not always be a pleasant ride, but we're going to be here, and it's our obligation. It's our obligation to go through it with as much integrity and bravery as we can muster.